All right, all right. We are here at the bonus round here. The bonus round. We are going to talk about it. We are going to talk about it. Now, with the King of Ring tournament, as we know, is getting pushed. It's kind of quick. All matches were not on TV. Why? They just weren't for whatever reason. But we definitely want to talk about how it was good matches, not on tournament, not televised. We know that LA Knight and Timothy Stratton were definitely should have been on TV. So let's talk about it. Now, they both advanced in the tournament. We had LA Knight advanced and Timothy Stratton advanced. This was this past weekend. I believe LA Knight defeated Santos Escobar, and Tiffany, I believe, defeated. I can't remember who she defeated, but I do know that both of these two advanced. And I think it's just a problem with that. I see, and I said this will be a fallback of the King of Ring tournament. Tournament matches all need to be televised no matter what. Everything needs to be televised. I think that would really help it out, especially for LA Knight. We know that he needs to be highlighted. I know he still has some steam, but it's starting to go down. His stock is not as high as he used to be. LA Knight, if you don't televise everybody, you're gonna get that even in the tournament to begin with. So we want him to know that he's in a tournament, and we want to know if we can even, we consider him to win a tournament if you need it televised. He has to be televised, especially with LA Knight, the way his stock's been dropping down. He's been definitely dropping down. And I think this tournament was definitely a good way to put him back into the mix for being noticed, for being a superstar and everything as such. But you can't do that if you don't have matches that are not televised on TV. You can't tell me that's going to help his character, because it's not. It's not going to help his character at all. He already was going down the turnpike. Now he's going down even more. It got so bad that people was complaining about the matches that he even tweeted about it. Let's see what LA Knight had to say. He said on his ex Twitter account, whatever you guys want to call it, I appreciate everyone saying this match should have been on TV, but no need to throw live events crowds under the bus. Live events are where WWE roster has as much fun as possible. Not only having a great match, but a match with huge stakes make the live events more fun. Because the fans said right there, congratulations to both. And what a shame too, the most popular names in each tournament were delegated to a house show advancement to appease Shatonga. We wanted TV matches, and he was right. He had a good point on that one. We want to see that. That's what we wanted to see. And that was also came out and acknowledged that. It definitely made it noticeable.
And I'm awesome!
Yeah, so I'm glad that fan addressed that, because that needs to be addressed. Definitely need to be addressed. We want to know, what can we do to get a good match? So LA Knight, like I said, you're still a big name, but your stock has risen down. That's ever since the whole Crown Jewel 2023 competing with Roman Reigns for the undisputed Universal Championship, and you did not win. And I think you need something to put your name back into the mix. Absolutely. This could have helped him at all costs, for that matter. Definitely. So I think LA Knight, this kind of brought him down some more, not televising him. And also, not just LA Knight, not just him, not just the Mr. Yeah, not just him at all, but also Tiffany Stratton. She's another person that should have been highlighted. Now I know she's new. She just got to the main roster, but she also should have been televised. She has great talent, and we also could see her winning, similar to LA Knight winning men's tournaments. She could have won the women's Queen of the Ring. Like LA Knight could have won men's King of the Ring. And I think her not being televised kind of brought her down too. I thought she could definitely do that. Timothy Stratton, heel on SmackDown, LA Knight, somewhere heel. Figure 4 TV said these gimmick awards are not for face characters. You right on that one. You got a point there. Yes, undisputed right there.
And that is undisputed.
Yes, it's for heel characters only. Tiffany Stratton is definitely one pure example of that. LA Knight's more of a babyface, but she is definitely not. We know Tiffany's more of a heel. You said so clearly we don't know they are not winning. We know that they are not winning. Yeah, because if they're winning, you have them televised. I think they used them. I think these names were used for maybe shock value for the live events. Like I said, I understand WWE has to put out PLE to meet their sponsors. They contractual obligations with Saudi Arabia, King and Queen of the Ring, Saudi Arabia. I know they had to do it, but it was so rushed, and I figured that since it was so rushed right after Backlash, that it was going to hurt some characters. I knew this would happen, and Tiffany Stratton is falling victim to that. Also, Mr. LA Knight. But yeah, I think Tiffany should have definitely been highlighted, especially her performance in the Elimination Chamber, especially the past couple of weeks on SmackDown, going at it with Bayley and Naomi. They had a great match at Backlash Triple Threat for the Women's Championship. So yeah, it definitely hurt her a lot. Said something here. Tiff got hurt more because she's healed. Yeah, they just fillers. Like I said, they just shock value. And I don't like the way to do a tournament like that. I said it last week. Tournaments need to be televised, and tournaments need to have a certain format that will run the right way. And all this untelevised stuff is no good at all for either superstar or LA Knight. Like I said, let's go back to LA Knight. LA Knight, he's not hurt either, but he's not a heel. He's more of a baby face. It still hurts him. Now, here's the only thing. I got one scenario. Since both LA Knight and Tiffany were hurt, since they were on non-televised matches, they're not clearly win this tournament. They could get a reward later on. Maybe this is a setup for LA Knight and Tiffany Stratton to get rewarded later on by WWE. What do I mean by that? Let's see what it is. I'm trying to predict the future here, guys. I'm trying to see what could happen. Let's say LA Knight and Tiffany are future Money in the Bank winners for this upcoming Money in the Bank this July in Canada. Let's say LA Knight wins the men's Money in the Bank. Let's say Tiffany wins the women's Money in the Bank. Maybe this will be a treat for them putting the work in. LA Knight, especially in the past year, and Tiffany, she just did an interview with I think Chris Van Fleet, stating that her goal is to win the Money in the Bank contract. Winning the contract and also having it paid. She said that's her prediction. She would like to become the women's champion. Maybe that's the whole goal that could be. They could very well win these Money in the Bank contracts this year. And I can see both of them doing that. Both of them could very well win this whole thing. LA Knight would be great winning Money in the Bank character, but the other thing about Money in the Bank, you're going to have to make him a heel. He's still a baby face. He's still over. If he turned into a heel, that's going to help his character. But I know Money in the Bank for Tiffany would definitely help her character. It's TV time. She's a heel. That would definitely put her over and definitely set her up to become a future women's champion or women's world champion for that matter. Because Tiffany, I said, is the future. But I could see this helping her out a great, tremendous deal. And the Money in the Bank can help LA Knight in a great, tremendous deal. So these are something that you got to look forward to. This is something we can't ignore. I could see this happening with both of them. Because remember, Money in the Bank is not that far from now. We are in May. We only got 2 months left until both of these, LA Knight and Tiffany, could be the future Money in the Bank winners, men and women's. I could very well see that happening. Now, what show they decide to go on, what championship they decide to go on, that's up to them. But I could see these two winning that. I have a vision. LA Knight's going to have to turn heel, but he didn't get the championship, and it killed his buzz. It did kill his buzz, no doubt about it. it definitely hurt him. But I could definitely well see them making up with him with WWE by making him, and not just him, like I said, Tiffany as well. And then before you know it, these two could both be the future Money in the Bank ladder match winners. Both of them all together. I don't see why not. Yes, good idea. True. 2 night tourneys, no more 3-week tournaments. Exactly. Yes, I can see these two in the contract. They are my picks right now. We're standing right now, May 14th. LA Knight wins the men's Money Bank contract, and he was rumored to win it last year. Him or Logan Paul was rumored to win it. And LA Knight has not held a single championship yet in WWE. This would be a good way to start off his accolades in his career. And then Tiffany, who's still hot, her goal is to win the Money Bank contract. She would like it pink. That's going to put her over alone. These both could definitely take off winning this Money Bank contract. LA Knight be champion, Tim become champion. Now, with LA Knight cashing on Cody, that remains to be seen. Could LA cash in on Damian? That remains to be seen as well. If I guess, I would say have to cash in on Cody because Cody, has not had a real challenge yet. He just won a title. Now, he don't have to cash it right away. LA Knight can have it for maybe 3-4 months, maybe 6 months tops. Not as long as Damian. And then Tiffany, she can cash in on Bayley. She already feuded against Bayley. Why not? Why not go that route? It makes perfect sense to do that with both of them. That's just a thought I have. These two could very well help each other out. And I think WWE is going to make it up to them. I believe they're going to make it up to these two by having them win this contract this year. So I don't see anybody else who's capable of winning this Money in the Bank contract. Then Tiffany and LA, they're great candidates for that because they're clearly not going to win this tournament at all. They're not winning this tournament. They advanced, but instead of winning these two tournaments, they can win these two. That's all I'm saying. That's a great makeup for these two right here. I don't see why it wouldn't go down that way. So that's what I believe is going to go happen with upcoming Money in the Bank. I think it'll be a huge pop for LA Knight winning, and it'll definitely be a huge pop for Tiffany winning. But LA Knight is going to tweak his character, as I said before, and get him to becoming more of a monster heel, a more ruthless heel that would do anything and anything to become champion. He can say his history. Hey, I was screwed at Crown Jewel facing Roman. I got so close. And then I got close again in a 4-way match at the Royal Rumble with himself, Randy Orton, AJ Styles, compete for Roman. I lost again. This would be definite that LA Knight, when he do win a contract, he is definitely going to be bona fide to be a future world champion. He can cash in on Cody, and then he can get over it. I can see him being close for that championship, doing it that way. We got a question here. Figure 4 TV said, who do you think will be queen of the ring? By looking at it, who could win this queen for the ring? I would say it's gonna come down to Jade Cargill and Nia Jax. One of those two are gonna win. If I had to pick, I still got my money on Nia. I don't expect Lyra to win right now or anything else. I would say I don't expect Bianca to win either. So I still got Nia Jax. But you guys also let me know you guys got winning the whole thing. I got Nia Jax. CeeLo, he say he got Nia as well. Tiffany clearly is not going to win this tournament. She's going to be a future contract winner. You said LA Knight and Jey Uso are both in the same wrong position, but over or losing matches. Man, you are that Figure 4 TV. You are that good. You are that damn good, man. Oh, man. You good, man.
Because I am that damn good.
Yeah, you're right about that. It's just useless points positions. And the king of the ring for the men's, I already said I got Gunther, so that's who I got. But like I said, since Tiffany and LA don't win this, that's why that statement you said right there, they lose positions. This is why it's perfect to put him in a position. This is why he should definitely be a Money in the Bank contract winner. That's why he should be more suitable, more qualified than anybody to win his contract. This will be a good way to boost his character back up. Whatever wrongs they did to LA Knight in the past, they can make it up by giving this contract. Let him win Money in the Bank this year. Remember, last year, LA Knight and Logan Paul were the top two guys rumored to win the Money in the Bank contract last year. Vince McMahon wanted Logan Paul to win. Triple H wanted LA Knight to win, and it ultimately became Damian Priest to win, who is the current World Heavyweight Champion, cashing on that contract. This year, let's make LA Knight the winner, as it should have been last year while he was white hot. And Tiffany, definitely, I don't see nobody else win that contract but her. I don't see Lyra winning it. I don't see Blair Davenport, Kiana James. I see Tiffany winning that contract. I don't see Io Sky winning last year. I don't see no Zoe, Shayna, or Jade, anybody win that contract. Give it to Tiffany Stratton. Give it to her. You know, Tiffany needs the contract. She needs to make her name, her mark on SmackDown, her mark on the main roster as Tiffany time. Give her that accolade of being Miss Money in the Bank. Tiffany time. Toodles. But yeah, same with LA Knight. And you said something here. One of these guys need to win now. And it's LA Knight. I'm sorry, Jey Uso's not going to win because Jey Uso's a tag team competitor, not a single star. They waited so late in his career to make him a single star. What, 10, 12, 13 years later? Let's be serious. Let's give it to LA Knight, someone who is hot. I know LA Knight's not as hot as he was as Jey Uso now, but give it to LA Knight, who still has some little star power left. Jason Waters said, what time is it? It's 10:13 my time, Central Standard Time. I don't know what time zone you're in. But yeah, oh, you said TV time. What am I thinking? Oh man, I'm going in, Jason Waters. Welcome to the ring. It is Tiffy time. I thought you meant actual time. Yes, definitely Tiffy time. Definitely Tiffy time. It's time for her to win that. It's time for her to win that contract. These are the two people I have winning the Money in the Bank contract for men and women's. If you don't have one, at least have one to win it. If you got some bad people winning it, then I'm gonna look at WWE sideways, and I'm gonna think that it's definitely capped with what y'all doing if you don't have one of them winning. So have one of them win at least. I think it's capped if you don't have.
That's capped. Totally capped.
It will be capped if you have the wrong person win this contract. So definitely, guys, this is the way it needs to go down. It definitely needs to go down, and everybody seems like they're on the Tiffy time, parade. Tiffy time also needs to be done. But like I said, just because they lost, they're not going to win this tournament. Don't mean they can't win elsewhere. So that's all I have regarding. You guys see anything else? That's all I have regarding the subject, though, guys. That's all I have regarding the bonus round here. Stated why good matches in the tournament not televised. We're talking about LA Knight and Tiffany Stratton. Why they advanced, but no one saw it on TV. But they could be rumored to win. It could be going to position to win the men's and women's Money in the Bank contract later on. Thank you all of you guys for coming out on the live chat and on the playback. Greatly, greatly appreciated. 2 videos will pop up. One will be who's the odds-on favorite to win Queen of the Ring. Next one will be WWE needs to change format of King and Queen of the Ring. LA Knight, yeah, absolutely. We need them in there. But thank you guys for coming out. Until then, guys, it is OUT.